What if the one reason you're struggling to sell your subscription box isn't strategy, but mindset? This week, I'm sharing one shift that completely changed how I show up in my business and why it might be the thing that's holding you back too. If sales ever felt uncomfortable, awkward, or just not your thing, grab your earbuds because this episode might just change the way you think about selling for good.
Welcome to the Launch Your Box podcast with weekly tips, tricks, and strategies to start, launch, and grow your subscription box. Now, here's your host, Sarah Williams.
Welcome back to the Launch Your Box podcast and back to Friday Fuel. I'm Sarah, and this week we're talking about something that held me back for way too long. And today I want to share the one mindset shift that completely changed how I see sales. So if sales make you feel awkward, maybe uncomfortable, or just not your thing, this episode is for you, especially if you're a woman and especially if you're building a business around something you love, something that you're passionate about. So let's talk about where so many of us start when it comes to selling. If you've ever had these thoughts like, I don't want to be too salesy, I don't want to bug people, I just want my box to speak for itself. Well, you're not alone because that was me in the beginning. I'd spend hours creating content. I would design boxes. I would curate my different months. I would just make everything feel so perfect. But when it came time for me to actually ask for the sale, I'd start to kind of shrink in the background. I'd be like a wallflower. Like I didn't want to show up and be pushy and be salesy and all those weird feelings I had around that. And I just post the box, maybe one time, maybe twice. And then I would just secretly hope someone would find it and buy it. Why do you think that is? Well, it's because I believed that most salesy people meant they were pushy people, like they were pushing people into something that they didn't necessarily want. And I thought it made me look like a used car salesman. No offense to any used car salesman, but that's how I felt. You know, you get into the dealership, they're super pushy with you. They're not letting you leave the lot until they get a commitment from you. And I also really didn't want to look like I was full of myself. Like, who am I to be asking people to buy my things? And this is a mindset that a lot of women are carrying. We're afraid of selling in fear of being disappointed, in fear of feeling like a failure, in fear of rejection, right? And when you're the face of your business, you're not only just selling a product, but you're selling part of yourself. You're selling your creativity. You're selling your style. And it gets even more personal than just selling the one thing, right? And so here's what changed for me. And this is something that I want you to write down. If you're feeling the things that I have felt about selling, then here's what shifted my mindset and allowed me to show up. Sales isn't about convincing people. Selling or having sales, selling, let me try that again. Selling is actually about serving people. I want you to let that sit in for a minute because that actually flipped the switch for me. Let me say it again. Sales is service. You're not bothering people when you talk about your box. You're not pushy when you remind them what you have to offer. You are providing value. You are solving problems. You are making someone's life better, maybe easier, or maybe just more joyful. Let me give you an example. When I launched my subscription box, I thought, who really needs this? It's just stuff. It's just shirts. It's just bags. It's just earrings. It's just cute things. But over time, the messages I got back from my subscribers were stuff like, I don't shop for myself anymore. Your box is the one treat I do for myself every single month. Or, hey, Sarah, I wore that kimono from your box to my daughter's graduation. Or that turquoise box that showed up on my doorstep today was the one good thing that I saw today. in my daily life. And that's when it clicked for me. This isn't about the box. This isn't about the stuff. It's about the confidence that I'm providing. It's a permission to feel special when you receive my box. It's that little moment of self-care. And not telling people about it, not sharing it regularly, that's the disservice. So I want you to shift that. And once I started believing that sales is service, the next question became, how do I show up for my audience in a way that reflects this new mindset without slipping back into those old habits of being a wallflower, of hesitating, of hiding, of overthinking? And there was really three practical ways that I put this shift into action. And I want you to go through those with me. So number one, every box solves a problem. Even if it's not obvious to you at first, like me, it was just stuff. Ask yourself, how does my box make someone's life easier? How does it make someone's life better? How does this bring joy to someone? What feeling does it give them? Let's just say you sell a box for teachers. You might think this is just fun classroom items, right? But maybe it's the only thing that shows up for her each month. And it tells her, you matter. You're doing a great job. Take 10 minutes just for you. That's the problem you solve. That's the message you want to lead with in your marketing. So many of us lead with, oh, my box includes 4 to 6 items. That's not why they're buying it. When you're clear about the transformation that your box gives, you're more confident in talking about it. So number two, let's talk about the benefits, not just the features. Features are, you get a candle, you get a sticker, you get a bracelet, you get 4 to 6 items. That's the features of the box. The benefits are, you get a moment of calm at the end of your hard day. You feel like someone gets you. When you talk about the benefits, you're connecting emotionally, and we are emotional buyers. So instead of just listing what's inside, let's tell a story. Picture this. It's Thursday night. You're exhausted from a long day at work, and when you open your box, you light up the candle that's in there. You cozy up with your new blanket, and you just breathe. That's what this box is about. See how that shifted? People don't buy products. They buy how it makes them feel. Number three, stop overthinking how often you show up. This is the one I really want to sink in for you, because you're not annoying people by reminding them about your box. You're not being repetitive by posting again. You're being consistent. You're being a business owner. You're helping people because your products help people. Every time I post about the T-shirt club, I think there's someone who needs to feel confident when they leave their house every day. It's that feeling that I'm going to give them by wearing a T-shirt that fits them, that fits their body, that they feel good about. You're not trying to persuade people who aren't interested. You're just showing up for the ones who need your offer. So here's your Friday fuel. Sales is a service. When you believe in your box, sharing it is a form of serving your audience. The right people are waiting, but they can't say yes if they don't know about your product. I want you to carry this with you this week. Go post about your box today. Go send the email. Go record the reel you've been thinking about. Talk about the problem that you solve and the joy that you get to deliver each month. I'll be back next week for another Friday Fuel episode.